Under this specific dungeon is called Sanctum of Desire, and you can enter this dungeon only during rain. But it's raining very often. Recently we have seen big changes on servers in Korea, and that will be probably implemented in global version of the game, that they have the increased chance of rain from 10% up to 20%. And what is happening now in the game is that actually it's raining all the time. But this is only specific for this dungeon, open world dungeon, right? Sanctum of Desire. Other dungeons, open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty, like for example, Shadow Crypt, like Syleus Abyss, like Ant Nest, you can enter whenever you want. There is no any kind of condition like rain, night, day, or anything, right? So this is one of the open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty. Usually they're going deep underground, deep underground. There is currently in the game a few dungeons, 5 or 6 open world dungeons. So specifically for open world dungeon, this is not a party dungeon. It's not required from you that you are a member of a party. You can go here solo. I'm currently in the group, I'm currently in the party, but you don't need to be. You can be in some, you can be completely solo. You can come here and farm solo anytime you want. Specifically, like I have said, for this Sanctum of Desire dungeon, that is something very specific. You can enter only during rainy weather. But it's raining very often, so no problem. And it's very useful to go in these dungeons to farm. I'm here because of these yellow quests. You can see on the right side of my screen, right? I have these yellow quests. This is the reason why I'm here. But you can go in some other open world dungeons like Shadow Crypt. Very useful to go over there to farm. You can farm gold, solant. You can farm different kind of materials. You can farm experience. Or you can farm even weapon mastery. So here on your user interface you can see, for example, beside upgrading your skills, there is also weapon mastery, which is very important for every weapon you have. This is very highly improving abilities of your character, power of your character. So you can come here in these dungeons to farm even weapon mastery, right? The more you use specific weapon, you will get higher weapon mastery points. So very useful to go open world dungeons, including this one, Sanctum of Desire. Little bit later I can show you some other open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty. But let's go first here. Let's do this a little bit of farming. So this is interesting concept in the game, right? That beside normal dungeons, I can show you here, we have single player dungeons like Tidal Tower and Gate of Infinity. These are single player dungeons, solo dungeons. We also have party dungeons, like in any other good MMORPG. We have different kind of dungeons. You can see here these easy, 20, 30, and 40 level. Then we have 1-star dungeons, also not that hard. And we have hardcore 2-star dungeons. Many different kind of dungeons, and these would be party dungeons, like normal dungeons, right? However, this term open world dungeons is something completely different, and you can see currently I am in one of these open world dungeons, Sanctum of Desire. I'm doing these quests, farming different kind of materials. You can do this solo, like I have said. You don't need to be in the party, but of course you need to have pretty good gear to do this solo. These mobs are not easy. These mobs are not easy. You can see, look how many people are killing these mobs currently. If you think these mobs are easy, you are wrong. They're not easy, right? Later I will show you a little bit, for this evening I can show you other open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty. There is currently few of them, and they are very interesting idea from developers of the game. Something where you can go, right? Something what you can do anytime you want, not depending on your guild, not depending on your friends. You can go solo here. Even when I wouldn't be part of this group, of this party, I can still farm mobs here, right? But usually I need to join a Zerg. Usually I am joining a Zerg like this. All I need to do is to hit the mob once, and I will get the loot. If I hit the mob only once, I will get the loot, right? But of course, there is also benefits of being in the party. That means I don't need to hit the mob even once, right? If some party member hit the mob, I will get the loot. Done. Now we need to go all the way down, guys. I need to talk with one specific statue. Let's do that. I need to talk with Altar of Darkness. It's all the way down, and also this is very good opportunity to show you beauty of this open world dungeon. So usually these open world dungeons are going deep underground. They're going deep underground. I can show you here a little bit how is this looking. Let's go here and let's fly down here. Look at these guys. Look at this environment. How is this looking? It's magnificent, right? Graphic design of these open world dungeons is amazing. I'll show you now after I finish this. We are going to check some other open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty just to show you what this actually means. They're completely different. What is similar between them is that you need to go all the way deep underground, and there are different kind of hard mobs. A little bit lagging here. Let's try to do this without dying. That will not be easy, as you can see here, because I'm getting pulled. But let's try to survive. Let's see, can I make it? So you can see I'm here all the way down, deep down in Sanctum of Desire. I'm trying to talk with one statue. If I can succeed, it would be great. But let's see, can I succeed or not? Fast, 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 come on. Oh, this is so... Yes! Done it! So, this is one of the reasons why I should play these open world dungeons. However, now let's go in some other open world dungeon to show you a little bit how are actually these looking. So, one of the first open world dungeons which you will meet here in Throne and Liberty will be Syleus Abyss. This dungeon is going 6 floors underground. 6 floors underground. It's absolutely amazing. There are so many rooms. It's so much massive. This is entry. You will see. It's really going deep underground, and system is basically the same like for most of the other open world dungeons. You go over there to farm different kind of experience, gold, solant, crafting materials. All depends what you want to craft. Syleus Abyss is usually on the start. You will see it already during your leveling process. Look at this entry. Atmosphere. Amazing, right? So this is here Syleus Abyss. I was here already many times, and you can use this teleport to go on the different floors. You can see here I have teleports on the floor 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th floor. We can go to floor number 6. That is all the way down. Let's go. So guys, I'm here at the 6th floor, all the way down deep in this dungeon. Look at these guys. Atmosphere. Everything about this concept of open world dungeons is really amazing. Check this out. Let's go down. Whew, okay. Lava. You can see lava. Now, normally if you jump into this lava and if you don't have special swimming turtle, you will die. But you can see I have take form of turtle for swimming. This turtle is very specific. You can swim in lava. And when I would try to swim in some other form beside turtle, I would die in this lava instantly. But you can see with this turtle I can swim. This is Syleus Abyss, right? So beautiful, right? Let's go forward. Let's check some other open world dungeons. This game have many beautiful open world dungeons. Let's go here to this one. This is Temple of Syleus. Actually, this dungeon doesn't have that scroll contract quests, but you'll see this dungeon, you will visit this dungeon during your leveling. It's really beautiful. This dungeon actually is massive. It's massive inside. And when you approach this dungeon, you will see how it's looking this path. Amazing. Graphic design and everything about this game is really on top level. We are going already now deep down. We still didn't get to entry to Temple of Syleus. Look at this, right? Atmosphere in this game and everything in general is really amazing. Here we go. They're coming to the entry. This is the entry. This is how deep I am already now. Look. Right? This is how deep I am already now. But now when you get in, there are few floors down. Deep down underground you go. It's massive. Right? This is like a maze. This is like a maze. This dungeon is going so much deep inside. This is like Let's check a little bit. I don't think that mobs can hurt me here. I'm higher level. This is not actually a really good place for farming because these mobs are a little bit low level. But there are some other open world dungeons which I have shown you already, like Sanctum of Desire, where you can go to farm. Look at this. Many mobs to farm. These mobs are not at high level, nothing interesting to farm. I just want to show you a little bit how is looking this Temple of Syleus open world dungeon. This is mini boss. We're going to avoid it. Okay. Let's go here. We are going deep underground into the lower level. You can see here we are going even more deep underground. Let's go. Here on the end of this room there will be passage down. And here we go. We are going to the lower level. Oh, this one hit me. And we are now on the next level lower, you can see. Did I take this point? I think I did. Okay. Look at this. This is massive. This is huge, right? Let's go further. There are many open world dungeons, and basically the rules regarding these open world dungeons are the same. You can enter these open world dungeons anytime you want. Don't forget something very important. During night, within these open world dungeons, PvP is possible. So people often complain regarding Throne and Liberty that there is no open world PvP. Well, during day, there is no open world PvP. However, during night, within these open world dungeons, you can PvP. During night, you can do whatever you want. This is another open world dungeon. This is Shadow Crypt. Let's go inside also to show you beauty of this open world dungeon. So currently overall, there is like 5 or 6 open world dungeons, and you need to decide depending on your gameplay style, depending on what you want to farm. You can spend here lots of hours within these open world dungeons. You can see here again, lots of mobs. This is not that easy dungeon. These mobs will hurt me. They can kill me also. Let's jump down to show you a little bit how deep is going this dungeon. Let's glide. How many rooms, right? And everything. Amazing. There you go. Nobody here currently farming. I was here maybe like 2 hours ago. There was lots of people here. We were farming together. But you can see here I was at this crypt. Graphically amazing, right? Let's try not to die here. I want to show you. I want to go out. Little bit of this. Let's try to use a hook. Hook is here. Hook is here. Let's go, let's go. Don't die, don't die. And I will die. It's fine. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a presentation regarding open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty. System is very similar, like I have said. You can farm different kind of things within these open world dungeons. You don't need a party. This is not a party, classical party dungeon. They are open world dungeons. You can enter here whenever you want, and you can farm different kind of materials, quests. All depends what you want. During night, don't forget, there is open PvP over there. You can PvP within open world dungeons. During day, no, right? And I can show you, right, also this dungeon specifically, right, Sanctum of Desire, you can enter only during rainy weather. For example, currently it's raining, I can go inside. When it would not rain, a door would be closed. Other dungeons, other open world dungeons, there are many of them here, they are open all the time. They are open all the time, like this one, Ant Nest, open all the time, right? Each of these open world dungeons is open all the time. So, interesting idea from developers of the game Antisoft. For this evening, this was a short presentation regarding open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty and why they're so much important regarding gameplay, even in endgame, if you want to farm your weapon mastery, if you want to farm different kind of materials, gold, solant, you will visit open world dungeons of Throne and Liberty. If you are watching my live stream, let's go for a live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. I am live streaming every evening about 6 p.m. Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.